We are at Twin Bridges Park this morning in northeastern Oklahoma. So we're a little south of Miami or Miami, depending on how you want to say it. And I'm going to get out the van in a minute and show you guys the view. I'm only going to be on for a little while. I just wanted a chance to catch this and share it with y'all. Beautiful place here. It's one of the nicest parks I've ever stayed at. They've got a really nice shower house here. It's always hot water. They're closed in the winter, like most places, but it's a really nice one. There's a dish sink on the side of the building, men and women's bathrooms, a couple of sinks in there, toilets and showers, and the water's always hot. So I stop here sometimes. This is on the road between my mom's house and my house. So I stop here a lot and get a quick shower. Always leave a little something in the Iron Ranger if I can. They have really nice campsites that are all set up for you to use, private campsites you can rent. I think it's through oklahoma.gov or Recreation Oklahoma, something. I don't know, one of them. I've never used it. I always just put money in the Iron Ranger. Sometimes I leave a gemstone or some jewelry or something here. This is Wyandotte Nation. So this is the Wyandotte tribe. This is their nation. And so it's a beautiful little place. They keep the grass mowed. They take care of it. It's a real nice place. So if you get a chance out this way, if you're on the road coming through on 60 or 44, or if you're coming through, far eastern Oklahoma, Kansas, coming through here, it's by the Ogapaw Nation. It's a wonderful place. And if it's your thing, there's a couple of casinos around here. I know people come out for the tourism and the casino scene. That's not my thing. So, but I'm going to go ahead and jump out of the car for just a minute here, and we're going to flip the camera so you can see the beautiful view here to the east. I don't know if we'll get a sunrise. I'm not sure what time sunrise is. I didn't check it, and I don't really know if I want to. I need to get on the road. I've got something I'm going to do today. My daughter, I have a daughter. She's graduating high school, so she stays out with her mom. She likes it out there better than out on the farm. And so we're just going to get a nice view here. This is where I'm at this morning. Van life, people. Good morning, van life. This is Twin Bridges. Wonderful place to stay. And we're way up on a cliff up here, so you can see the view there. It's pretty hazy this morning, so I don't know how much sunrise we're going to get. If it was, it'd be now or in about 10 or 20 minutes. I almost think I can see the glow where it's going to come up. So I'm going to get in the van, and if it does start to come up, we'll jump out and get another shot of it. But for the time being, we're just going to go ahead and enjoy this view for a minute. So good morning, chat. I can see a lot of people are in here. This is Twin Bridges State Park in northeastern Oklahoma. We're near the Missouri border, Kansas border, a little south of Miami or Miami. So it's off of 6. It's right off of 60. It's down the hill. It's right there. So they got a little fishing lake and a fishing dock, and it's a nice place to be. Wonderful shower house, great shower house here. Lots of campsites, picnic areas. They keep it really well mowed and maintained. So it's a nice place to be. So give you a little view here of the campground. It's pretty dead right now. It's Memorial Day weekend, so it's going to be pretty light. They got a playground over there, the ranger station. It's a nice place. So I'm over here at this little spot, van life, y'all. And this is one of the only places out here that's not actually a campsite. It's like the public picnic area. So I stay over here. Good morning, everyone. How are you? As I said, we are on our way to go visit the daughter child. She's graduating high school. Do you believe it? I know I don't look old enough to have a kid that's graduating high school. I'm amazed. Maybe I do. I can't tell. So we're going to get on the road and drive in a little bit, get going. I just want to stop for a minute, enjoy the view. I'm going to wait a little bit. If the sun starts to come up, I'll get back out and get a shot of it. That's what it's about, So I recently put in my application for the Peace Corps. So I'm waiting to hear back to see if I can get into Peace Corps, my next adventure. There's only so far I can go in this van. I try to take care of it. I need an oil change. I just checked it last night. It's starting to get dirty. and there's only so much good I can do. We're looking at a property to put in for a couple of nonprofits. It's a couple hundred miles from my house, so I just don't know. If I can turn that a little bit, get you a little more nature there. Good afternoon. Is that good? How are you, Baba? Is it Baba or Babbitt? Good morning, Kareem. How are you? It's morning here, first thing, so I'm just getting up and getting going and trying to just relax. I've got a long drive ahead of me. I've got to go 3 more hours out to my mom's place. I'm going to pick up my mom, and then from there, we're driving up to the city. And she lives out at Caw Nation. This is Wyandotte Nation. And so we got a long drive to go. From Lagos, how are you? From Lagos, how are you? I don't think Nigeria is on the list of places I would go in the Peace Corps. Senegal, I think, was on there. Um, there's another one over there. It starts with a G. I can't think of it. Ghana. I think it's Ghana was the other one. So I may be there. My brother's wife is from Nigeria, so that's her family. So I think her dad came over and she's from here, something like that. Her cousins and brothers all live over there. So I may be in Africa. I may be in the Pacific. Nepal was on the list, so there was a lot of places over there to be at. So I'm not sure. I may be in Africa. I may be Macedonia was one of them. I'm leaning more Nepal, South America, somewhere out there. So we'll see. It's morning time. I'm just getting going and getting woke up. I got a shower. They got a nice shower house here. And I joke about it, but I think the Peace Corps would really do me a lot of good. I have a tremendous amount of education. I don't have a lot of work experience. I spent most of my life in academia. I mean, I do, depends on how you call it. I don't have a lot of work experience I can put down on a resume for a professional job. I grew up in the trades doing carpentry and plumbing. I know how to build a house. I know my way around a hammer, a screw gun. I built a couple of houses from the ground up, and I've remodeled many. I've done all kinds of remodeling. So on one hand, I mean, I've got somewhere. I've run crews of people. I've had 2 or 3 guys working for me, 2, 3 crews sometimes. Working for me, paying them out of pocket to get something done. And so I've got a little bit of managerial experience. I've got a lot of management education, but when it comes to programming and like office work or working in any of that stuff, working in a company, a very little experience, very little. This winter, if you were watching the channel, I was out Baltimore way. I was fixing medical devices. The phone went out. I couldn't get on to post at all. I was really frustrating. I had to get an update for my phone or a new phone or something. It wouldn't log into YouTube, wouldn't log into Gmail, none of that. So we're back up and running now. And I get back out to my farm. I get back out there. I had some trouble out at that job. I worked really hard. I came in and did some extra, and they got on to me for doing extra work. Like, okay, you're going to get on to me. You're going to lay me down and try to slow me down and give me extra work. But then when I show up and do it, you're going to get mad at me. I was done. That was it. And I had people talking about me behind my back. It was real weird, and I guess that's anywhere. Just a lot of prejudice out there. And so I get back to my farm and there's no work. I got to drive 2, 3, 4 hours sometimes, 2, 3 hours just to go to a job, to make dirt, to make way less money. It's $15 an hour minimum wage where I work, and I think the lowest I've taken was like 16.50 or something. It's not much. That sounds like a lot until you look at cost of living where I'm at. It's pretty high. So for me to really have a living wage, like to have enough money to live on and pay my bills and rent an apartment and pay the bills on the apartment, cover my insurance, to start paying off student loans. Okay. I have to make at least $32 an hour, 32.50 somewhere in there, 1,300 a week minimum. If I make less than that, I just don't make any money. I don't put any money in my pocket. I was living out Baltimore way, and I mean it was hand to mouth every week. I was making like 800 bucks a week, and I was like, hey, this is decent money at first. And so I'm paying off some credit cards, I'm paying down some debt, I'm paying on my van, paying my car insurance, trying to get going. And I after I paid bills, I had no money left. It was the next week. And so food, it's really expensive out here. And so I really do understand the struggle that people go through. If I'd have had a two income family, if I'd have had a girlfriend with a job, like if I could have hooked up with one of my coworkers, there was a real nice gal out there. I won't say her name. Um, there was K and D. There were two of them out there. K was a little young, and I think she had a guy. I'm not sure. She's a real sweetheart. And then D, she was real nice, Dina, and she was just real. I mean, I would have liked talking to her a little longer. I think that maybe. And then I was going to this church. It was like a Unitarian church, and it was real opening, real welcoming. They didn't. It wasn't like just one prophet or one messiah. They had, all kinds of stuff about different religions there. It was kind of very inclusive. So no matter what you believed, you could come have fellowship. And I really liked that. There was some very welcoming people there. The income bracket was different. Most of the people there made way more money than me. Some of them were all right. I just was kind of a thing. So, like I said, it was an interesting experience. There was a couple of women there, and I looked at going to John Hopkins. It's out there, and I looked at what I could make out there if I'd had my PhD done. If anybody's following the channel, my advisor retired. I had to stop pursuing my PhD until I can find another advisor. I did get into nuclear nonproliferation, so I was really excited about that. And I just somewhere in there, I could be making $150,000 a year if circumstances were a little different, if things had gone a little differently for me. $150,000, 147. And I look at that and I'm like, there's no real good reason why I can't. It's a technicality. I have more than enough credit hours. I have the right training. I have some publications. I do have some experience in academia. I've written all kinds of grants and stuff, but I just don't quite have that thing done yet. And the more I look at it, the more a PhD is about social intelligence. It's about, can you find somebody that likes you? There are a lot of people out there with a PhD that only have one because someone likes them. They liked them enough to sign off on it. I looked at some of the stuff people were doing that was a PhD, and it was laughable work. Buddyism, cronyism. They didn't really create science. They dotted the I's and crossed the T's, and someone liked them enough to sign off on what they were doing. And it was bad. I mean, it was just, and then to look at the work I've done and the technological advancements I've worked on and created that other people have patents on now. There's no reason I shouldn't have one. So I'm really focused on trying to get my PhD or get to a position where I can capitalize on my education. My education's a little here and there, it's hit and miss. I've got a lot of certifications, but they're in different things. That makes it hard. So why the Peace Corps work experience, life experience? I mean, I've traveled plenty. It's not about being worldly. It's that I am worldly and I have a lot of skills and experience and I can take that out into the world to other countries and do something with it. So I know it's boring talking to me here. I'll put it back on nature. Maybe that's nicer, a little bit better view while I talk. I don't think we're gonna get a sunrise. It's way too overcast at 7 o'clock. And I'm seeing haze over there. So I'm going to get on the road here in a few minutes and get going. Just share a little bit of the view with you. Um, but yeah, no, I see a lot of people that ended up getting a PhD for very non-technologically advanced reasons, very low science. And it's base, it's fundamental, but what they did, the difference is like I know how to do what they were taught. I just don't have a person that will sign off on me. And after the sheer amount of office politics I've dealt with, um, why would I go back, right? Why would I keep doing that? If I do the Peace Corps long enough, if I go in for 2 years, I can get a Coverdale, and that will handle the fees on a second master's. And I would really like to do that, probably in public health, maybe biology. I've never really done much biology. Second master's in public health. Um, I'm in the nuclear non-proliferation program. I still have to pay for it. I owe my school like 6 grand, so I've been trying to make money to pay for it. I don't know if I will. I have an incomplete, so what I'm looking at right now is can I do something to just pay that down? Just go out and work for a few months, a while. I've got some money coming. My dad passed away a few years ago, and we found a lot that was in his name that's racking up taxes. Nobody's paying on it. It's a lot. It's quite a bit in taxes, several hundred a year for this little lot. And I don't want to keep paying it. It costs me more money to have it than I can do anything with. And so I've got it going in probate. And when probate's done, I'm going to sign. I'm going to walk away. I'll get about 5 grand. And I can do a lot with that. I can go ahead and I can pay off some my car or work on the other one so I have a backup vehicle. I can get some work done on my house, some of that going on. So I really would like to um, to do something. It's only gonna be about 5 grand. It's not much. It's gonna sell for 9, and I'm gonna get like 5 back, right? So what can you do? What can you do? I shouldn't complain, except $1,000 in back taxes was done for them to destroy the property with a skid steer because they needed a skid steer to do anything, which is ridiculous. It's the way cities do things. So that's half the reason I don't want to be in the city. And that's another one. I've got a place right now. The taxes on it aren't bad. It's out in the country. It's paid for. I did really well in school to do what I did to have the piece of land I've got. And I got it just before things went up in price. So I'm really lucky there. And so what I want to do is just hold on to it. And like I said, maybe go do some work in the Peace Corps. I can take a lot of skills at living off grid. I can take a lot of knowledge and share it with the world. And then I'm going to get some work experience back out of that I can put on a resume. So I'm excited about it. I got to see what I can do about the Peace Corps. They're somewhat selective. I don't know where I'm going. Viva Nepal, Viva Fiji, right? Viva Peru, wherever I end up going. The sun is not going to come up over here, and I am going to get driving here in a minute. I want to get on to the next site. Like I said, I got about 3.5 hours if I stop for anything to go see my mom. And then I still got to go up to the city. Graduation for my daughter isn't until tonight. So I just wanted to say good morning, take 20 minutes and talk. I try to do this regularly and see what's going on. Um, let you guys know where I'm at. I enjoy this time to just talk, to chat, to talk to the world and say hi to people from all over the world. So I've been a DM. I play Dungeons and Dragons or other tabletop role playing games. I wrote one. It's coming out called Delta, and I've had players on every continent except Antarctica and the space station. So I am trying to see what I can do about taking some of that worldliness. I enjoy talking to people from other countries. I enjoy talking to people from different cultures. I speak a few words in a dozen languages. So I really enjoy this time here in chat to talk to people, whether it's from, I've had all kinds of languages in here, all kinds of people that's written down in chat, many of which I cannot read. Sorry, I don't read Farsi or Arabic or Tamil or Hindustani. Ninapinja kujifunza Kiswahili. I would love to learn Swahili. Maybe some Hindustani. I'd like to pick that up. Still, I am very glad to enjoy this time together, just to talk about my life a little bit and what the plan is. So, not a lot of technology today. We're out at the camp at Twin Bridges State Park in northeastern Oklahoma. It's real pretty out here. I'll get out again and share where we are before I leave. Oh, these are my close shave, right? They got a lovely shower house here. It's ready. They maintain the grounds well. They take care of it. Wyandotte people, the Wyandotte Nation, wonderful people. There is some ginormous ripple out there on the water. I'm not sure what that is. Either a very large fish or a snapping turtle. So I'm not going to go past the guard here. There's a cliff right there. It drops off. So quite a step, quite a doozy. There you go. I just thought I'd share that with you. Twin Bridges State Park in Oklahoma, Wyandotte country. And the reflection off this lake this morning is just gorgeous. It just really is. We're right off of Highway 60, US 60. The sign says, clips and drop-off exist beyond this point. No kidding. And you can see over here, there's the road. Over there, the bridge. And so we're just up here on the mound. But no, I don't see a sunrise, because that's east over there. And I don't see a sunrise coming, breaking the horizon. You can see the light from it, but there's no sunrise, you know. It's just getting brighter. It's real hazy today. I was thinking about making breakfast, but I'm going to wait and have brunch later, make some huevos rancheros. So, to those of you that stuck around in chat, thank you for your time and participation. Thank you for talking with me and enjoying the view. I'm going to get back on the road. I want to say thank you all to reviewing. If you get a chance through here, see you, YouTube.